Okay, well, guys, I am super excited today about our Hour of Power, and I can see that all you guys are as well because you're popping on here in large numbers, which is awesome. You're sharing from where around Australia, New Zealand, and right up into the whole Asia Pacific region at the moment, which is really, really exciting. So, Simon, actually, I went along to one of Simon's workshops, the No BS boot camp that was held a couple of months ago now. Time goes by really quickly, and it was amazing. It was truly amazing. I went to have a little listen to what Simon was doing, and I just loved, besides the official kind of intro I'll do in a second, but I just wanted to share, this guy has just got an amazing heart for our industry, and just how he shared, how he loved our people, and how he was no BS. And he was only too willing to be able to come along and share with our Juice Plus community when I asked him if he would be open to that. So really, really thrilled. So for those of you who haven't heard about Simon, I'm not sure where you've been, but in case you haven't, let me just tell you a little bit about him. Simon Chan is a business coach, speaker, and online marketer who's known as the Napoleon Hill of network marketing. He's over 14 years of experience and has built $1 million businesses with over 80,000 distributors. He retired from building in 2013 to be a full-time trainer and founded MLM Nation. MLM Nation's network marketing training is not just not just one guru. It's based on Simon Chan's experience combined with research and conversations with over 500 top MLM leaders. And I would hope that you're all subscribed to his podcast. If you haven't done that, I'll encourage you to do that. And there's going to be actually a special offer that Simon has to offer, but we're not going to tell you about that till the end of the call, because then you've got to stay on. So we will come back to that. Simon, thank you so much for giving your time, because I know you are literally off an airplane from one side of the world to the other. You're just awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Celine. It is an honor to be here. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm Australian. I literally got off the plane. I've been back 3 times since the beginning of the year. And I just hang out with a couple of Juice Plus. Some leaders this past weekend with Lauren Cameron, with Dion Wiley, Zoe Hudson, and I just got off a call with Erin McPherson as well. I think she's a 75 Club. So you guys are awesome. And what's inspiring? It's like, when you asked me to do this, Celine, it's like, why not? I mean, in the very short term, you guys just watching your growth from like 2 years ago, just getting started, and now, your conference size, and now to like 1,700 people like 2 weekends ago. It's incredible. So I am fired up, and so thank you for having me here.
Awesome. Absolutely brilliant. Well, look, I put a call out to some of our leaders in that, and, gathering what questions would they ask the awesome Simon. And besides them all, talking about how brilliant you are, and a lot of them implementing, stuff that they have learned from you, either from the podcast, which is an amazing gift to our industry, but also to some of those people that have gone along to the different workshops that you do. There was a great crew of Juice Pluses at the No BS, No Hype boot camp that we were just at. And guys, I would really encourage you to make sure that you register for the one that is being held next year as well. So I put out some ideas around some questions and that. And so I thought we would kick it off with a couple of questions from some of our team. And then, wherever it goes, Simon, we will kind of follow from there. Is that cool with you?
Sounds a lot of fun. Sounds fun. Let's do it.
All righty. Okay, so one question here. If you had to start again and, basically knew no one on social media, had no friends, what would be the first thing that you would do to start building your empire?
I see. I love that question. That's the $1 million question, right? First of all, don't think about finding prospects. Because when you think about finding prospects, you're kind of like a hunter. You have a target on their head. People can sense that. Instead, go out there, meet friends. Meet friends. The people who are successful in this business. And here's the first tip. If you are struggling or you haven't had the success you want, don't compare. And I had to learn this too, right? Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20, right? So for me, when I first started, I didn't have much success in my first 2.5 months. I made no money. Even my first year or two, I didn't make much, right? But because I wasn't a networker. All I knew was just like, you go to school, get a good grades, get a job, mind your own business. And I'm a shy, introverted person, so I was never out in the community. So if you are a person like that, it is going to take you a little longer to have the success. Now, if you see people who are like rocking, like Adam Westwick doing it, well, Adam, before he got started, he was a networker. He was doing network marketing, but just wanted to get paid for it. He was being a connector for a long, long, long time, right? He's building relationships, making friends. He's Jeff Roberti, when I was talking to him back in May at an event, he was collecting friends. Think about collecting friends. So where would I go collect friends? The easiest way to collect friends would not be in the, if I were to start over again, maybe in a business group, right? Because I'm an entrepreneur right now. But the easiest way, and I see people make a mistake, I got to join a business Facebook group. A lot of times they're not the best groups to join because people are in the business already. They're looking to sell things already, right? Because that's why they're in the business group. So instead of joining that, one I would do is join things that of your passion and interest. So what are you interested in? So for me, let's talk about offline first, right? I go to church. I'll be involved in my church community, right? If I go to church, I go to my small group Bible study on Friday nights. That immediately is 2 places where I meet people. Right. And again, I'm not selling, I'm building connections. I'm always making people feel good, providing value. I play basketball. I'll join 1 basketball league, maybe 2 if I have the time. Definitely 1 basketball league, right? I also run. So I joined a running club. I know my wife, every Saturday morning, she runs along the beach with a running group. Joining running group. What else do I do? I'm a workout. I love working out, fitness. So I'll join 2 different gyms. Right, 2 different gyms. I actually belong to 2 different gyms. And by the way, if you go to the gym at the same time all the time, by the way, not only will you get in shape, right? You got to have if you work out, you're not planned, it doesn't happen, right? It's the worst thing is like when you feel like, today's the workout day, but it's like 5 p.m. I still haven't gone. It's a terrible feeling. The best way is get in the morning, whatever, or maybe afternoon, evening, consistent time. If you go to the gym at consistent time, you're going to see the same people and just smile. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I've seen you before. Or if you're lifting weights, hey, I need a spot. Can you spot me here? Just talking to people, smile. The smile is like your best tool. Okay, it's better than your company video, because think about it. If the company video did everything, that everyone would be making money. There's a smile. Smile's unique. Only you own that smile. No one can take that from you, because you always said that people are buying you, right? You got a smile that no one else can take. So practice a smile. So offline, there's a couple of things I'll do in the community, in my church, gyms. And also, ever since I shared this at No BS at the event, I've been very into coaching my son, Little League Baseball, right? I know you guys probably play cricket or something, Australian was football, but I'm into baseball, got really into it. I'm an assistant coach there. I instantly met all these parents, right? And now am I providing value? Yes, I'm actually helping out at the games, at the practices. So all of a sudden, I'm not just a parent. I'm someone that they put the trust in, of authority, because they trust me to help them, coach and help the kids. So those are things that I would do offline, and online is the same thing. Like I would actually, why is it better to do what you're interested in, what your hobbies are? Because it's easy and natural for you to make friends. Like if you never did a business before, you never had any business before, right? You're probably not comfortable going to a business meetup. You're not sure. But just say you like going to the gym. It's very easy to go to the gym and talking to people in the gym, right? Or you like you like to read. You join a book club. It's easy to go read. If you like knitting, it's easy to go to knitting and just have small talk, right? Easy. If you like watching movies, easy to meet a friends with watching movies, because that's where the relationships are built. See, when you just go to like a business group, everyone's trying to sell something. It's not natural. And people always know there's some type of agenda going there. But if I'm going to join the basketball league, just play like a basketball league, we play 1 game a week. We just have to have fun. And you actually get to enjoy life. And a lot of times when you are immersed in what you like to do, the friendships come easy. So think about your friends right now. They mostly came from, right? Who you came from? They're all from common interests, right? And I want to share something where I talk about the co-market myth, where you feel like, oh, maybe some of you, how do you feel that you're not good at talking to co-markets? You're not that good, or you're nervous to talk to co-markets, right? You can be honest, type it in, say, type in 1 if you feel like you're nervous to talk to co-markets, or you're not good at talking to co-markets. And I'll tell you, if you feel that way, I used to feel that way until I had a big aha moment. Okay, here's the aha moment. We are all good at talking to cold markets and making them friends. Okay, we're all good. And I'll share with you why. Because think of your close friends. Think of the close friends you spend time with now. Think of your spouse. If some of you are married or a partner, think of them. At one time, they were all co-market. Your spouse, they're all co-market. Your best friends were co-market, right? But you turned them to co-market to war market. So 95% of success is up here. So if you could do it once, if you could turn a co-market, now the person's your partner, you can do it again. If a co-market became your good mate, you can do it again, right? So everyone, we're all good. So don't say, I'm not good with co-market. You know, if you have an agenda, I'm going to take that co-market and make it into a prospect. Yeah, you're probably not good at it. You're coming with the bad intention, but just be friends. And that's how you build, right, your network. The second thing I would do is online, Facebook groups. I love Facebook groups. Just join Facebook groups where I would join, for example, Little League, coaching Little League baseball. For tips, I'll go join that. Now, I've worked with kids. I don't have that much experience. I only did it for one season. But I can share things about how to help out what my son is going through. Provide value, sharing tips, right? Go into groups that we all know something that more than other people. Go out there, provide value, comment and like people. Like, so Little League, someone posted a video of them playing a kid. I'll like it. That's awesome. Your son's really awesome. And then I could Facebook message them. You know what the video you posted was really incredible. How was your son? People love to talk about their sons. Love to talk about their children. They'll be commenting. And then I'm collecting friends. Right. Yeah. And, I would not bring up the business and you say, well, that's so slow. But I'm telling you, if you do this for 6 months, then the business becomes really, really, really fast. Okay. Now you see a person like, I'm using his name again, Adam. He grew really quickly. That's what he's been doing that for like 20 years of his life. Right. That's why when he did network marketing, he was in a position of authority already. So if you've never done it, you do have to be patient. But if you do it for 6 months, you do wonders. I'll tell you one thing to give you two. I know it's a long-winded answer.
It's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's magic.
I consider myself a very, very good networker. There's couple of things to do. When you meet people, you always want to make people feel good. People remember how you make them feel. Okay? Giving a gift, and I have a habit of a daily routine I do. Every day, if you're one of my friends, I sing, if it's your birthday, I sing happy birthday to that person. Okay, I literally was saying happy birthday. And you know what, some friends were, oh, that's really cool. And don't take yourself too seriously. I mean, I am the worst singer, I'm tone deaf. But it's how you make them feel you're special. And actually, the worse you are, the better it is. Because they're like, Simon, you sing so bad, but you're just not even embarrassed. You're still able to, do it for me, sacrifice your, risk being made fun of to sing for me. Yes. And they make me feel really special. That's not the only thing. You're crazy. I'll tell you, you do that for 6 months, do that for a year and a half. I'm telling you, you do it for a year and a half, your whole thing will change. Okay, your network will change. Even some people, and part of networking is you always want to go pinging, like ping, 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 ding, like pinging. They always hear from me. So I know if I meet someone and they're my Facebook friends, at least every year they're going to hear from me. At least one time on their birthday. I'm going to make them feel good. Now, so what happens is when you provide a lot of value, and you want to collect friends, the thing that people do in network marketing, sometimes they burn their list, right? Never burn your list. Always make people feel good. They didn't join, it's okay. I still sing happy birthday to them. I'm commenting, right? And if you do this over time, networking is like a deposit. I would start with nobody, but if I was give me 6 months singing happy birthday, being at a community, helping out, it actually sort of helping out, join a volunteer group. I just did a coaching call where they sponsor someone because they both in a group where they help out in a group, in a business group. And because he was helping out, she was helping out, they become friends. Because people respect people who help out. Because they automatically have a good attitude. They're givers, right? And they look up to you. Think about it. If you go to any type of event, it could be a concert, whatever, whoever's helping out, you look up to those person more than just a normal concert goer, right? So they're immediately seeing you as an authority. So just helping out, giving, and your whole network will change. Anyway, that is my answer. Just do what is fun, what you like to do, collect friends, and provide value, keep in touch with them, and your whole network will change. And within, 6 months to 1 year, I will have a booming, thriving business.
Absolutely. And what I heard underneath all of that, Simon, though, was consistently, because the thing is that we can kind of do these things, like we can, sing happy birthday, once in a blue moon, or we can kind of, send that thank you card or that nice to meet you card or whatever like that. But if we do it consistently, it's like we talk about, a lot of people talk about the 4-year career. And I remind people that it's really a 4-year apprenticeship. It's not that you suddenly have arrived. You are sowing seeds for time so that you actually have earned the right to reap the benefits. I think that's the thing. So underneath all of that, I loved it. It really is, guys. If you listened to what Simon was saying there, it was literally about do what you love and you will connect with people anyhow. You have that opportunity, but also give rather than try to get. I think that's the important thing.
Hey, I have something to share because I know you all just came out from an amazing conference with like 1,700 people packed, right? And I've seen people go, here's the key is consistency, right? If you go to the convention, I've seen a lot of people, they get super excited. And then after 1 week, they come home and you know what? Life hits you and you boom, you're right back at the bottom, right? And then you're like, oh, all the excitement. You know the reason why you were so excited at a conference was because it's the only time, very few times of the year, you're with a room of over 1,000 people who are crazy like you. Right? Everyone, you go out there right now to your neighbor, they think I'm crazy doing this juice plus thing. They think you're nuts. But you're at an event, wow, you're crazy like us. We feel good. Right? But the key is to having the consistency. And since you're talking about the consistency by networking, you probably heard the example of, people say you got to lead by example, right? You got to lead by example. What does it mean? Here's how you stay consistent, because it's all up here, 95%. I want you, everyone, to think of someone and type in who is one. By the way, let me actually ask this question first. Are you all leaders? Say yes. Are you all leaders? If you're a leader, you raise your hand or say yes. You're leaders here, right? We're all leaders. So the second question, are you all convinced you're leaders? I think you're a leader. Otherwise,
yes, good. Yeses.
You're all leaders here, right? Good. You're typing it in. So otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Second question is, think of one leader you look up to. Okay, one leader you look up to. Maybe it's John Holowati or Jeff Roberti or, Linda Eviden. One leader you look up to. Think of that person. I want you to think of that person right now. Okay? Now, and you guys are all leaders. So the third question I want to see, list out 5 or 10 things that these leaders do every day. What do they do? So you talk about the leaders like Anthony, right? Or China Caruso, or Linda, Adam, okay? Lauren Slocum. What do they do every day? Okay, so I'll tell you a couple of things they do. If you're stuck on that, they build their list. They're collecting friends every day, networking. They are exposing the business or the products every single day, right? They're having conversations every day. Yes, Sarah, they're having conversations. They invested in themselves. They're doing 3-way calls. They're using the product, right? Leading by example. They're using the product. They are helping their team out. They're planning the next event. So list out of 5 I just gave you probably 7 or 10 things. Now, I asked you before, what's the first question I asked you? Are you all leaders? And you all said yes. So if you're a leader, it's because you are a leader, you be doing everything you just listed out. So I'm telling you, there are a lot of days, I'll be honest, okay, like I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like doing anything. But I'm like, what does a good leader do? Oh, the leader does that. Okay, so I make myself to do it. I don't, when I recruited like 80 people a year, and I was making phone calls. I hated picking up the phone. And I actually had my dream date on the day I was going to retire from my business on the phone. I didn't want to do it, but every time I was like, I don't want to call. I'm tired. I thought about my mentor. What would he do? Oh, he'll pick up the phone, and I'll pick up the phone. Right? Because leaders do things that they're committed. See, most people out there, they do things when they feel like it. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. It's a rough day. It's like by the last 3 prospects, they all say no to me. They didn't show up. I need to take a break. See, that's not a leader. The difference is leaders, the reason they're successful, they do what they're committed to do. And not because they feel like to. And I'll be very transparent. I'll be very no BS. Did I really want it? I mean, I was very excited when it was Selena. I was very honored to be on this call. But then I realized today, did I really want to do it today? And I'll be honest, I was like 100% no, because I'm tired as heck. All right. I only slept like 3 hours in the last like 36 hours on the plane traveling. Right. Daddy duties. By the way, once I walked in this morning, I had to walk the dog because my wife was the baby, didn't walk the dog. But I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm committed to do it. I think, what do those leaders do? If another leader, the person, my mentors, was my position, was jet lagged, tired, what would they do? They would show up and give the best they got. I was like, well, Simon, let's get to action. Be that person. Right? Afterwards, I got to walk the dog. What does a good husband do? Good husband walks the dog, takes care. Hey, let's go. Let me do that. So be that leader. You know, sometimes we feel like leaders they're special. They like to do all these things. No, most leaders, they hate to do all the stuff you hate doing. But they do it anyway because they made a commitment to their dreams. They made a commitment, more important, to their team. Write that down. You make a commitment to your dreams. And make a commitment to your team, and that's why you do it. And when you make a commitment, I tell you, when you make a commitment, people start following you. People are like, wow, whether you like it or not, you just show up. People say showing up is 95%. Absolutely, because most people don't show up. I'll give you an example. I'm always masterminding. I'm investing in myself, learning, right? So I had this person who was like an online marketer, and I was just like, you want to brainstorm and share ideas? And she's on a forum board. And by the way, how do I meet her? It's the same thing I just shared with you. I was on Facebook groups, online marketing groups. We're looking to grow ML Nation's brand because we are online. We do a lot of online marketing. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for 1 or 2 people just to share ideas with, and I'll share what we're doing. You share. And she's like, all right, great. I'm interested. I'm going to learn. And then she schedules a call with me. Right? She schedules the call. And I never met this person. So it's cold market. It's this person from the UK. So I'm not going to say her name. And then like the night before, she cancels on me. I said, well, you know, Simon, I've got too much going on right now. And right now, to master my share ideas is not a good time for me. I mean, hopefully none of you do that. That immediately is an alarm bell that person is not successful. Because I'll tell you what successful people do. Successful people are decisive. But once they make that decision, they do not quit. Right? So I don't care if it's a bad timing. If you made a commitment to be on a phone call with me, don't cancel. You know, I have a thing that I don't cancel. I really cancel. I could be sick in January. I was so sick, I still showed up to me. Because you know why? When you cancel, it's very easy that you cancel again. It's so easy. Wimping out. You wimp out once, you wimp out again. Like, you know it. You don't show up for workout. The next day, oh, I don't feel like working out again. And next thing you know, it's 5 days you haven't gone to the gym. Or prospecting. Today, I'm going to take a break. Tomorrow, I'm going to take a break too. There's a family. Or next thing is the weekend. It's the holiday. And next year, 5 days you haven't done the business. Don't cancel. Small little things. And you know what? That lady, I was like, immediately, I knew she's not successful. Because successful people I know, if they make a decision, and there's 2 things. Either she cancels, which doesn't mean she's not successful. Or number 2, she didn't think ahead before she said yes to me. Basically, she has no plan and strategy. If you got a lot of stuff going on, you should be on those forum boards. Say, yes, Simon, let's talk. Because that means you're not thinking. You're reacting. Right? So a lot of nuggets for you out there. If you just show up and do what you committed, even when you don't feel like it. You know, our team at ML Nation, I was telling her right before this, I had like a 90-minute coaching call. Right? Like everyone was on there. I was just like, I told Selena, like, you know, I really don't feel like doing these calls. I got a call with Juice Plus. Like, I'm really sucking it up. But hey, this is why I get fired up. You know what fires me up? But not only do I know that people do it, because I know 95% of the people out there would not do it.
Yes.
And because they don't do it, just the fact that you show up, you become more successful than everyone else. So think about it. You go to your convention, 1,700 people. I mean, there are going to be people that don't show up. Okay, why? I don't know why. You guys have a great product, great business. Some people don't show up. You know what motivates? Someone told me this once. A lot of those people, they don't show up. They won't be here next year. I was like, great. So I mean, if I work hard and just keep consistent, I'll get to the top 1%. I could be like Nick's Linda Evan did. I could be like Nick's Lawrence Slocum, just by showing up, doing it every single day. So getting back to it is all up here. Visualize that leader. You said you are leaders. You said you know you're leaders, and you have the leader up in your mind already. Just visualize. Every time you don't feel like doing something, ask yourself, what would that leader do? What would your mentor do? And that's your answer. That's what you need to do.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And the thing is, guys, that as Simon said, when you show up, that actually shows your leaders too that you're committed. You know, when you don't cancel on that three-way call or whatever, like, you know, that you do absolutely everything in your power to make sure that you show up and you put in at that time, and then they will meet you halfway. I think it's really, really important as well. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. We've got another question here. This next question was, if you were bringing in 5 team members at the moment, what would you find is the most effective way to get engagement? So in other words, what would be the first thing or conversation that you would start with? I know that for a lot of people, they panic, or sometimes they don't even kind of bring people in because they're afraid to have a few people starting at the same time. They're not really sure how to engage them and to kind of get that first level of commitment. When you were starting people, Simon, you know, how did you make sure that you really got engagement from the outset?
Okay, so, you know, we have an awesome business. And you have to understand, you are not responsible for other people's success, right? And I'll share with you, you know, it takes like 1 year to get one leader. Okay, this was the best advice of mine. 1 year to get one leader. And you be patient. But I tell you, the first year, you got a leader on day one already. Who's that leader? It's you. You always say you're a leader. You're a leader. So your first year, you got the leader. So know that when you get started, if you don't know what you do, don't worry about it. You will figure it out, right? You don't learn. You know how you learn? You learn by taking action, not by learning and keep studying. I see people, I'm reading books, I'm reading. That's not learning. Learning is, I've been down that way. I used to take this book. Oh, no, like, by the way, Think and Grow Rich, everyone needs to read. I'm reading. Oh, I don't know yet. Then keep reading. I have to read. And no one takes action. Even if you read 2 pages and like, wow, this is really good, go take action, and you never pick up this book ever again, but you took action, that's better than reading the whole book and doing nothing, right? So
Amen.
you will figure it out. So here's the deal. You're not responsible for people's success. It's kind of like the best example, and I had to overcome this. So if I bring them in, I don't know what to do, they'll fail, I'm responsible. Do you know what this is like? This is like the educational school system, right? So for example, in the US, like in Australia or New Zealand, they have public school, they have free education, correct? They give education, and kids go to school. Some kids go to become doctors. Some kids become entrepreneurs. Some people become, they donate to charity. They give a lot back to the world. Some people become criminals, some kids drop out and just pump petrol for the rest of their lives. Some people end up being on Centrelink. But it's the same school, same education. They provide it. Is it the government's fault? Like, you can be in the same school, same class, but one kid has big aspirations to change the world, be an entrepreneur. In the same class, this other kid drops out and just be on Centrelink for the rest of his life. Is it the school's fault or the education system's fault? Right? It's not. You see, the government gave a gift, free education, but it's up to the kid to decide what to do with it. You already have a great opportunity. You're providing a great product, a great business, but it's up to your downline to do something with it. And I'm telling you, if the person is the leader, even if you don't know how to train them the right way, they will make it happen. They will figure it out because they are a leader, and leaders don't quit. Now, it may take them a little longer. It may be a little bit more painful learning, but they will make it. Now, if a person is a quitter, it doesn't matter what you give to them, they'll still never do anything, right? Yeah. We know some people are very talented with potential. They could get free education, their family, their friends help them, but they still don't do anything. So it's about the person. I mean, why is it that way? You know, Jim Rohn says, don't take that class. I don't know why it's like that, right? There's some people driven, motivated. Some people, you get discouraged. But you're out there. That's not your class, your subject to figure out. Your goal is to bring people in, give them this business, right? Think about it. If the government's like, oh, you come from a bad background, you're probably going to fail mostly. We're not going to give you free education. We're going to give free education to the rich kids. That wouldn't be right. They give the free gift to everyone. And it's up to the kid to make something out of it. So you give that business to everyone. It's up to them. And you know, when I first started, my upline, think about it, he didn't really know what to do. He had never done network marketing before, but I didn't quit. He didn't quit. We figured it out. My downlines didn't really know. I didn't know how to train downlines. And again, that took longer than duplication, by the way. But the ones who stayed, they still stayed. The ones who are really potential. I had someone who was graduated from Ivy League University, MBA, master's, PhD, supposed to be successful, but still quit within 90 days. And I one of my good friends, he would like love to go to the pubs, happy hour, five nights a week, weekends, go out to clubs, get drunk 6-7 nights a week. But I shared with him, and he's actually became one of my top leaders, 6-figure earner, stay-at-home dad. So you never prejudge people, right? If you don't know what to do, you learn by doing it. Leverage off your team. Ask your upline. Ask, cross-line leaders. But if you feel like, I don't know what to do, let me hold back, right? Your basically is a cop-out because you are afraid of the rejection. Go out there, your duty, you have an awesome product, awesome business. Your role is don't worry about figuring out how to do it. Just share it with them. Okay, and you'll learn by doing.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So lead by example, guys. We're either enabling people to have to rely on us or we're empowering them to be amazing themselves. Let's work with empowering.
I want to add one more thing, Celine. If you're talking about actual, whoever asked that question, specific engagement, you want to create a quick win as quickly as possible, right? A quick win meaning doesn't mean you get a customer. It could be a 3-way call, right? So what I did, and also a lot of top leaders do, so if I sponsor, so for example, Celine, I sponsored you, right? You're excited. I was like, Celine, you want to make big money or small money?
Big.
Right? It's big money, right? So since you're making big money and we're meeting, could you stay for 20, 30 minutes? I'll help you earn $100, $200 immediately.
Yes.
Or do you need to go home? If you can stay for 20, 30 minutes, I can help you make a check really quickly. You want to do that?
I'll be there.
It's important to do that when she signs up, because when you sign up, you're the most excited. You're like, oh, I'm going to make all that money, right? Think about it. The roll of the journey is up and down, up and down. You're the most excited at that time. So I was like, all right, you're ready. So what do you do is I'm going to teach you how to invite. Pique curiosity. Whatever you want, whatever way you teach, your upline teaches you, or you say, hey, you can use the indirect or direct, but your whole goal is to bring a 3-way phone call to me. And the script I like is, for example, Celine, you call a couple of your close friends and say, hey, I'm really excited. I need your advice and opinion on something. What would most of your friends do? You can ask your friends, hey, I got a business excited to share with you. You're like, oh man, what is it? But say, I need your advice and opinion. You're one of my good friends. You're one of my good mates. I need your advice and opinion. What would most of your friends say, Celine?
Yeah, they'd say, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Right? They say, hey, I'm working with this guy, Simon. Very excited right now, but I'm very excited about what I'm working with. Super excited about our vision, make big things happen in Australia. But I just need your advice. Can you talk to Simon? Let me know what you think about him. I trust you. You bring the phone with me, 3-way call, and I talk to your friends. If we did 10 friends, how many phone calls, how many meetings or Zoom meetings do you think we can set up? If we talk to 10 friends, how many meetings do you think we can set up?
Well, the excitement, you level at probably 10, but I would say probably somewhere between 2 and 5. 2
and 5, right? Like even if I'm like the Napoleon Hill MLM, I cannot get 10 out of 10.
Come on, Simon.
Maybe 3 or 4, right? Yeah. 3 or 4. So now when you go home, Selena, we have a meeting set up. How do you feel?
Excited.
Just say some of your family, your neighbors says, oh, Celine, that doesn't work. No one is interested. You just got scammed. My friend did that. That doesn't work. What are you going to say to them? You're going to say, no, it's different because Simon and I, we got 3 meetings set up. Right? Your partner says, oh, that doesn't work. No, it's different. We got 3 meetings set up. So you're excited. That is a quick win. You got to get people quick wins. Now, tomorrow I quit. Hey, Celine, hey, do you want to meet up again in a coffee shop just for an hour so we can make more calls?
Absolutely.
Just excited.
Hell yeah.
That is the key to getting people started quick. You want to get quick wins as quickly as possible before they hit the rejection and disappointments.
I love that. Love it. Okay, awesome. Okay, alrighty. Well, what was the biggest mistake that you ever made as a network marketing professional?
Oh, there's so many mistakes I made, but this was the biggest one. That was the most painful mistake, okay? This is not the worst moment in my network marketing, but this was one of the most painful. And I guess you can rank up as worst. So I was in a level at my company where I was earning about $2,000 a month. And I needed one leader, because of the pay plan, one big-time leader. I could get to $50,000, $60,000 a month. And I could basically have a full-time income and go full-time. So, and live in Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles is expensive, like Australia. So I would sponsor a lot of people. I sponsor 80 people a year. I did that, in like 2 years. I sponsored like 180 people in 2.5 years. And those sponsor, quit, sponsor, quit, sponsor, quit. I just needed one more leader. I had one leader. I just needed one more. And then there's a family member, distant relative. This guy is amazing. He was voted the most popular kid in secondary school. He has, a big network. But he was terrible. Like for the business, he just had 2 babies. Sponsor means recruit or bring someone into business. Okay, so he was just like, distracted, played ice hockey, had tournaments. He did party plan promotions, like this clubbing, go out, hang out late at night, had 2 baby daughters. No time. It was very not qualified for the business. So like I was struggling, like I was staying at $2,000 a month. I needed to get and looking for a leader, sponsor, quit, sponsor, quit, sponsor, quit. And then one day, my wife got a message from this distant relative. Said, I got to talk to you. I said, whoa, what's going on? Something serious? Turns out this prospect who's really poorly qualified, I never presented to him because he was not good. He had no time. He's doing hockey, 2 babies, no time. He had a business. And he ended up joining another company. Not only that, he recruited 14 people in 4 weeks. And that was something right in my backyard. And I felt like someone stabbed me in the heart. I'm like, Celine, I've been working my butt, doing co-market, doing advertising, everything, trying to get people. I sponsored people, quit, sponsor. I couldn't get that superstar. Find the superstar. Of course, he was busy, whatever, never good. I never talked to him. He ends up joining another, because I never talked, he joins another company, and not that became a superstar. And I'm like, I'm working the whole time. I could be 50. If I got him, I would not just 50,000. I would jump from 2,000 a month to like 8,000 a month, just like that, from one person. But I never talked to him. So never prejudge. Prejudge works both ways. Don't prejudge people. Think, oh, they're never going to be good for the business. Don't also prejudge people. Oh, these people are great for the business. I see people they're going to be awesome in the business. They're going to be great. And they're very keen. You never know. Some of the people you think that would definitely join will not join.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lesson that we all have to learn. I remember the same thing. A lass who was at church with me every single week. She was across from me. She had 4 young kids, everything. And I just prejudged her. And I was at a sales meeting one night, and then she walks in with somebody else. And she was amazing. So from that day on, I learned never, ever prejudge. But like that as well, you'll see sometimes you can go for the big fish thinking they're going to be the person who sets, your business on fire, but also they may not have that strong enough whys. So you never know. You just got to keep asking, keep getting out there. I love that. How do you, this last question here that I've got is, how do you get the best retention and interaction on Facebook Live? And I know you spoke to this when we were actually at the No BS, and that was really awesome. So can you just share a little bit of wisdom on that?
Yeah, so Facebook Live, I love doing Facebook Lives. It's been a big part of our business at MLM Nation. We get 60, 70 leads a day every time we do a Facebook Live. Facebook Live, it is, don't see it as presenting. It's not like I'm on a Zoom presenting. Facebook Live is having a talk. So people come in, it's like having a party. So every time, the first rule of thumb is, every time you come in, well, actually, I'll tell you, the first thing you got to do is, once you start off, you got to go right into the topic, right? You can't say, hey, how's it going? You got to go right in there, because most of your views are not going to be live views. They're going to be from the news feed. Right? Because you're not going to catch, if I do a Facebook Live, I get thousands of views, but most of them, I may get like 50 to 100, right? 150 live, but most of them are all going to be afterwards. So if they're on the news feed, and by the way, the definition of a view is if I click on it to unmute it. If it's just playing on your news feed, that's not a view. If I click on it to hear it for like 2 seconds, that's a view. So the only reason, if I click on it and it starts at the beginning, it's going to say, if you're just not doing much, people are just going to turn it off immediately. They just go back to the newsfeed, right? So you got to get into the topic immediately. Now, Facebook Live is just like, it's like having a party. Like people come in, I'll be talking to them. I'll be like, hey, Alan, how's it going? How you doing? Alan, what's going on? How you doing today? Like just talking to people. Hey, Celine, we have Celine out of Newcastle. What's going on? How you doing today? Thank you for coming in. Just talking to people. Hey, Celine, I'm just going to talk about how to overcome objections, but do you have a question that you want me to answer today? So a lot of times it's not just staying to like not like doing a Zoom or webinar, like I'm sticking to the agenda. It's talking to people because people love to be recognized. Think about how many times have you gone live and to say, hey, how you doing? Like people, hi Simon. Whoa, they noticed me. Well, cool, right? And then I start engaging. Okay. Another thing is you command them. You tell them to engage. So, like kind of like what I did before. How many of you leader type in a yes? Type in a yes right now. I want to see you type in a yes. Come on, type in. I was just like, I want you to type in a yes, right? So how many of you are ready to make it happen? Go type in a 2. You tell people, you command, and you have the right to tell people because they're watching your live and you're sharing value. So you're immediately of a person of authority because you're sharing things. So by the way, so the more you like and tell people to like and comment, the more Facebook will show that live. And people are realizing, and the more you call people out, the better it is. I've done it all the time. You know what? Like it's funny. I have a coaching client. She joins my mastermind. Our mastermind program is like 16,000, 32,000, right? And she invested because I did a Facebook Live last year, and I say, hey, Kirsha, I'm from Sydney. How's it going? She was so special. And then because of that, she went to my event, started following me. People just love, it's like networking. People remember how you make them feel. Yeah. We all love recognition. I'm a sucker for it. I know like psychology, I should not be being a sucker, but we all love recognition. So part of Facebook Live is talking to the group. Don't think that I got to present my agenda. I'm nervous. First of all, don't worry about what you're saying because most people, here's a great rule. Most people are not going to remember what you said, but they'll remember how you make them feel, right? So the exact words you're using, they don't really remember, but they do remember your confidence and your energy. Okay, so I screwed up a couple of words. It's okay, but if you're like, oh, I'm low energy, I'm nervous, and then everyone's hopping off. Be passionate. Talk to the person. You say, hey, I'm sorry. I always speak. Hey, I'm sorry, I got too nervous. I forgot about this. But anyway, getting back to what you said. What was your question again, Celine? I'll call the people out, and people love it. Facebook Live is not like a one-way thing. It's a two-way. And if you see it as like talking to everyone coming in, number one, it gets longer. It's more fun. And that is really how you get the engagement. And then the longer it goes, Facebook actually will show more, you get more and more engagement.
Is there a time that you suggest? Like, so for example, like, a 10-minute, 15-minute, whatever, what do you suggest is really good to be able to get that kind of interaction?
Well, they've done studies where they have right now, as of like, 2017, July, where the longer the video, the more traction, the more people see it. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you're new, don't worry about it. It's like one of my coaching clients, she did her first Facebook Live was 21 seconds. I was like, hey, it's great. It's better than nothing. I mean, she got out of her comfort zone. And now she can do 3, 5, 7 minutes, no problem. She does it almost all the time, right? All the time. So don't worry about like how long it is. Just do it consistently. Ideally, the longer it is, the better, because the longer it is, that tells Facebook that's pretty good content. Because if it's not good, people will hop off. So what happens is, if the longer you are, then again, most views are from the news feed. They will play it more. Okay, so the longer ones we do always do better than the ones that are short. Okay, but if you have no good content to share, don't force it. But one of the easy ways to make it long is just talk to people. Like I always plan out where like I have an agenda of 5 things I'm going to talk about, but I don't say I got to cover these 5. No, I like if someone hops on, like Celine, you hop on. Hey, how's Celine? How you doing? Of Catherine, Leah. Hey, Catherine, how's it going? I start talking to people. Once you start talking to people, and you can have sub conversations in that, that's when the time goes and it gets better and better. Now, is it too long? I wouldn't say consider too long because people are following you. They will follow you. And by the way, I did one that was almost 2 hours and 40 minutes one time. Okay, and the only reason I had to stop because my battery ran out. Oh, we gotta hop off. It's like 5% battery. But because of the new iPhone, you need like adapter to charge it. But the longer it is, don't worry about it. I want to focus on the length, Jess and Shane. Focus on providing value. If you got a great nuggets to share, keep sharing. Don't hold back, right? And the question is, Corin's like, what if no one's watching? If you have something planned and no one's watching, I would go through the training and just pretend you don't see it. Because if you have good content, the longer you go, Facebook will show and people will jump in. And also don't forget, most of your views come after its live is over. So you may have 0 watching a live, but the next day, 50 people may see it because you stayed on. So, and if you start off, you've never done a Facebook Live before, you will, when we first started with like 5 people, 3 people, it can feel very lonely, like a ghost town. But just do it consistent. Remember, it goes back to your leaders, and leaders, wherever you're that consistent, just do it consistently, and more people will get on.
Yeah, I love that. And one of the things I remember as well from the training at the OBS was actually to save them. I didn't even realize there's a save button. So you can actually save it as well, which for you guys as well, with regards to duplication, if you've just done a great live on a training or, something that's really, really important, hang on to it, save it, and then you can actually share it within your group or wherever you might be able to do. Everything that you can do that you can save to be able to share is great too. Because
it's and to add to that, it's like, see a Facebook Live as a way to communicate, not just your prospects, to your team. You have downlines, that's your way to train them. Share something uplifting. Now, if you don't want to get specifics because you don't want to, ruin the curiosity, you want to talk about Juice Plus, just share something uplifting, share something positive. Right? If you see it as like, oh, I have to do it. You get to do it. You get to train your team. You change the word instead of have to. You get to. I mean, a year ago, Facebook Live was just getting started. It was hard to do it. 2 years ago, it didn't even exist. Now you can communicate your top leaders. Who asked that question? To engage your team? Engage them by doing a daily Facebook Live. And then they can see it. Get your team to see it. Get your new distributor to see it. And by the way, the more they see it, your prospects will see it as well, right? And don't feel bad if technically, like, you forget things. I'm bad. Things happen, okay? And if you're not technical, it's okay. I just share something. So, I'm very transparent here. I share the training, Celine, that you should save the Facebook Live after you do them on your phone. But recently, I don't want to tell you when, we did an awesome, really special Facebook Live. And out to the point afterwards, I got so excited, I was hitting the save button. And while I was saving, I got so excited, I posted it. The problem is, if you hit post before I finish saving, you lose the entire video.
Oh, no.
So we have a copy of it, but original, and this is it took a long time. It was like a video shoot that we did. It was over like 75 minutes of high definition quality. We lost everything. But you know what happens to us? We move on. I'm sharing that because I've done it for over a year and I still do these little screw ups, right? So it's okay. You just keep doing it over and again. Trust me, I'll never make that mistake again.
And the thing is too, guys, honestly, we all stuff up. It's fine. Just do it, though. It comes back to that consistent, if you're consistent with it. And the other thing that I loved about, we did a big Facebook Live with Simon from the actual workshop. But what I thought was awesome that he did was, in the day before, he was putting posts up to say the live was going to be on. So that's the other way, too, to encourage people to come online, especially if you're, say, for example, doing it specifically around building your business. Let people know. Your audience will start to know, oh my gosh, I really want to interact with you, so they'll hop on as well. So teach people how to actually be able to interact with you as well.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, Lauren King, thank you. If you found a way to save it afterwards, hey, God bless you. Reach out to me. Now, I can save it, but I cannot save it in the super high quality. It's like a 2, 3, 5 gigabyte file. You can find that HD file. Please private message me on Facebook and let me know how to do it. I'll tell you, that video shoot took me 2.5 years to get set up. We drove an hour and a half to get there, done it, and I forgot that. We have it in OR. You can save it on Facebook afterwards, but it's not in the super original ID. But Lauren, if you know how to do it, please private message me. I would do something really nice to you. But getting back to it, and then I'll give it back, throw it back to you, Celine. It's like, getting back to Facebook Live, it's like people are trained to like appointment viewing, right? View things at a consistent time. Like the news is on at the same time. Sporting events every Sunday or Saturday, they're on at the same time. So when's the best time to go live? People say, well, it's lunchtime. Whatever time you choose, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's consistent. Because think about all, people, I know we don't watch TV here, but people who do watch TV, they watch at a consistent time, right? And promoting in advance, just like the TV, what do? They promote in advance. They run commercials promoting the next episode, the next sports match. So same thing, you can do that, and that will get your views and engagement up as well.
And the other little tool now that I think is so useful with regards to Facebook Live, if you're a little bit nervous, you can then add somebody else in now and you guys can be having a conversation as well. I think that is so cool. We've used that for a few times now for trainings where we have leaders that are in geographically in 2 different places and they're able to kind of, come on and do a Facebook Live. So even if you're a little bit nervous, get a buddy and commit to doing them together even if it was once a week, just till your confidence grows even more, but just do it. I think it's an amazing tool. And 25 plus years ago when I was committing to my business full time, I wish I had Facebook Live. I think it would have made things so much easier than literally going out and having to have conversation after conversation after conversation. You get to have lots of conversations at once, so it's awesome. Simon, you are amazing. You just share so much from your heart, and there's been, I don't know, I've been scribbling all over my notes here kind of thing. I'll have to kind of decipher them later on. But guys, I really want to encourage you. And first of all, can you please put in the chat here so Simon can see all the love as well, an aha or a thank you or something in there. Because while you're doing that, I want to share, Simon has done an amazing offer for our Juice Plus family. And it is get 70%, that's 70% off one of MLM Nation's most popular trainings, Extreme MLM Productivity Regime. And it creates 2 extra hours in a day so that you can work on your business and still have time for your family and friends. So many of you I know will benefit from this one. You'll become super productive, achieve success is much faster without sacrificing the things that matter to you most in life. And so for that, and I'm going to put it in the chat, I'm also going to be putting it in all of our groups and in our newsletter this week as well. There's a special link to go to mlmnation.net/JP. So really, guys.
Can I add you? Can I actually decided to do something really cool, even more than that.
More cool.
Can I share my screen real quickly, just for 2 minutes?
Please, yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me share the screen, because this, by the way, don't share this link. This is only for Juice Plus. Okay, so hold on. So you should see my screen here.
Can everybody see Simon's screen? Thumbs up. Yeah.
Okay. How much is having extra 2 hours in your day to build your business? So I'm going to share a few things to help you out. Okay. So this is my Extreme LM Productivity Regimen. A lot of you, I know, I'm a father. I have three boys now, and time management is an issue, right? How many of you, time management is something that you struggle with, right? Maybe because life happens, right? Life happens. So think about it. If you had an extra 2 hours a day, well, because the desire is there, the focus is there. It's really just how do we carve out this time? Well, life happens. So think about it. If you had the time to sponsor to one superstar leader, what would be worth to you? If you got a new member that's a 50 club, what would be worth to you, right? 50 club franchising, what would be worth to your business? So this is just a special I did. I mean, I told Celine I did it. Actually, I've talked to her. I decided to give something extra as well. So this is my Extreme LM Productivity Regimen that Celine talked about. So what it covers is you get to learn to create 2 hours a day so you have more time to grow your business and still have time for your family. Now, I don't want you just to go hardcore, ignore your kids, because to me, that's not success. Be able to build a business, cut off a lot of things, and you really literally create 120 minutes. Now, it may not be 2 hour chunk, but you'll be able to create 15, 20 minutes here, 15 minutes here, and add up an extra 120 minutes to build your business. So this is the video and audio, and also include the downloadable PDF. So some of the things you'll learn here. Number one, the 90 to 10% solution will show you how top earners manage the time. I'm going to identify 12 time thieves that's secretly stealing money from you every day. You also get the 5 core production activities these are the only things that generate money and what you should be doing. And also how to leverage social media and automated emails. Okay? So this is definitely helpful. If you don't have kids and partner, you definitely need to apply this, because then when you do have kids and partner, then you'll be even more productive, okay? Because we could always have more time for our business, right? So a couple of things. You are learning 7 Extreme LM Productivity Secrets that'll make you more productive. You be a master of your mobile phone. I call it easy come, easy go technique. Learn to prospect in batches, take advantage of power zones, and also how to get a 24/7 productivity coach for under $11. Some really, really cool app to use. So normally this sells for $97 on our website. You go to mlmnation.net, go to the store, it's $97. But this is a special just for Juice Plus franchises only. It's only $27. Okay, and you only get it at this link, mlmnation.net/JP. And just for those of you not, you're iffy on it, I have a personal no BS money back guarantee. If anytime you feel you didn't get your money's worth, we refund your entire investment. Okay, it is USD. Yes, USD. But I know once you try it, you see powerful results. Now, a couple of things, because this is the thing that Celine doesn't even know. There's something amazing. Not only do you get a discount, but some cool bonuses. I decided to throw things because you asked the question. The first question you asked me was the $1 million question. I have to start over again. What would I do? Right? I have my co-market recruiting secrets course. Okay, this again on the website is $47. I teach you 7 ways to make a great first impression. 10 co-market questions you have to ask everyone. What to talk about during the first few minutes of someone you just met. And also little known secret that'll pique someone's interest and keep their attention. And also how to identify the best prospects. This is $47. It's a bonus in there.
Wow.
Right? So you get it for free. Bonus number 2 that you don't know about is share-worthy social media posts. How to create social media posts that go viral. Avoid the 21 common mistakes that people make. Our simple templates you can copy and use. And this, again, is a video, audio, and PDF course. Okay, so total in all, everything, you get the course is normally $97. The co-market recruiting, the bonus number 1 is $47. Bonus number 2, the social media templates, that's $47. But it's not $191. It's everything for $27. Okay,
that's amazing.
So think about it. If all it did was give you 2 hours and sponsor 1 new leader, would it be worth $27? Definitely is. So anyway, but I trust you all. Don't be sharing that link. It's only for people on this call for Juice Plus. On the website, the price is totally different. I trust you all. Don't be sharing that link outside of Juice Plus. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm excited. Thank you again, Celine, for letting me be on here. Super excited and hope to see you all in February as well. Yep. February 23rd, 24th, 25th. We have over 860 tickets sold already. That's more than we had in our last event. And I just love Australians. It's awesome. It's like, my vision just to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. So I know I said I was going to do 30 minutes, but once you got me going.
Well, we grabbed onto you. I know you're probably acting on no sleep, but hey, we so appreciate you. That was amazing. Guys, jump on and get that. I can honestly say, you guys know I'm very careful about how I invest my time. And I can honestly tell you the time and money that I invested in attending Simon's workshops for those 3 days, I think it was the best part of 3 days, was so worth it. So I would really encourage you to, first of all, grab that. That's amazing. And I wasn't aware of all the extra bonuses that you're offering. That's less than going down for a couple of cups of coffee and some cake down the shop. So a total and amazing investment in your business. But also I would encourage you to get along to the workshop next February. Honestly, definitely was worth investment of time and money. Simon, thank you. We so appreciate you. We hope you can get some sleep now, and that the kids and all that kind of let you have a little bit of a lie down and whatever like that. But thank you so much for giving so generously of your time. You're an amazing person. You're certainly impacting our industry, most importantly, our Juice Plus community as well. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for having me on here. Excited to see you all in February. Go make it happen. And remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there, have a positive impact on someone's life today. God bless you all. Thanks again.
Awesome.